here's the thing. America, here we're created as Israel. Now we've been turning away. When you turn away from God, you always turn to Baal in some way. So what have we seen in our culture? We have seen the worship of sexual immorality.
Yes.
We have not only that. Remember, in Baal worship, it was also the celebration, making sanctity of what is immoral. So it's a culture in Baal worship, literally celebrating, saying this is holy, this is great that we are immoral. And it included temple, included sexual immorality, included homosexuality, and it included also. Then you have the nation offering up its children, spirit of Baal. We mentioned this before. You know, Israel offered up thousands of people to Baal, thousands of children. We have offered up 60 million unborn children. Here's the spirit of Baal, the same spirit of Baal. And so all those things. And then you have the hunting, the persecuting of the righteous. Well, that spirit of Baal is happening now. Yes. We're beginning to see the culture calling believers, marginalizing them, saying you're hateful, you're intolerant, we will not tolerate you anymore, actually throwing some in jail. So here it's all happening. So could the sign of Baal, the harbinger of Baal, actually appear in this land? Now it would seem totally, you're kind of alluding to it, totally unlikely. I mean, who even, except for believers, who even knows about Baal? I mean, he's an obscure Middle Eastern god, except you read him in the Bible because of who he was. It would be impossible, but the fact is, it happened. And originally, what happened was in this, and it happened, in this last period, where originally they were going to do it, they got so much uproar to this, and that it seems they stopped talking about it, and they just kind of canceled it. But then all of a sudden, it reappears, and it was almost like secretly. They didn't make a big deal. They just said, "Listen, be here at this time in the city." I happened to see it because somebody from our congregation happened to see it, and they sent it to me while I was upstairs here last time. And so I said, "Wow, this is very." So they gave the date, they gave the time, and I witnessed it, and I filmed it. We'll show it in a few moments. Filmed what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened there that was not in the media. And first of all, what was it? What they did is they took, from the Middle Eastern city of Palmyra, Syria, there was the arch of Baal, the arch through which the worshipers of Baal would enter the temple of Baal and worship Baal. They had to pass through this arch, the arch of Baal. That city of Palmyra is the center of two of the great temples of Baal. One was called Baal Shamim, Baal of heaven. The other was called the Temple of Bel, but Bel is Baal. It's the same thing. So here's they took a recreation of the arch. They recreated it on American soil on September 19th, 2016. It was unveiled. The ceremony took place in New York City. New York City, the city of the harbingers. So now you have this. Yes. Not only that, New York City, the city where abortion was first legalized. The city, the capital, the abortion capital of America, Baal.
Wow.
So here they do it there. It was a rainy Monday afternoon. There were some dignitaries there. There were media people filming it. The few witnesses, a few Christians were there just to witness it. They found out about it. The arch was veiled up, covered in a sheet. At the base of the arch was a sign that said Temple of Baal, right at the bottom of the arch there. And actually, if you have any images, you can put it up. If they don't, again, they'll be okay. That is the veiled arch of Baal right there in New York City. It's on City Hall Park, right next to the center of the government of New York City. They may even have a picture of the plate that says Temple of Baal, which is Baal identified. But that was right at the below that we took the picture of. And so what happened was they were playing Middle Eastern music there. Middle Eastern music that you could imagine was played at the worship of Baal. I mean, it sounded like you were in the Middle East, and it could have been a celebration of Baal. And so you had the musicians there. Then you had a man speak, and the man said that this arch belongs, of all places in the world, belongs in New York City. This is the place for this to go. The other one who spoke was the deputy mayor of New York, and I'll tell you what she said, in a moment. But what happened is they took off the sheets. People were applauding, and actually, you might even have a clip that we took of that moment. So this is eyewitness. If you have that, you can. It'll be very quick, but you'll see it if you have that.
What you will see on American soil is the sign of Baal.